black folks, I really don't know what we are going to do in this Southern California area. In particular, in this Southern California area. I really don't know what we are going to do. Foundational Black Americans, ADOS, in this Southern California area in terms of politically, economically, socially, demographic-wise. I don't know what we're going to do. But all I can see and all I can say is that we are up against a real great big uphill battle. And I believe, in my opinion, that battle is already lost. And the white flag should be thrown. You know, I want to give an analogy. I boxed. I'm into boxing, and I box. Now, in boxing, if you know about boxing, you know there's usually, in amateurs, there's like three-minute rounds, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And when you go to professional, it can go from 10 to 12 rounds. And there's judges, and they're evaluating the match on points, certain shots, power shots, jabs, defense. Certain shots get you more points than others and whatnot. So if you are in a box, let's say you're boxing an opponent, and you are, let's say, okay, there's 12 rounds. On the points card, you are down at least 8 to 9 rounds. Your opponent has basically outscored you and outpointed you on 8 to 9 rounds. The only probability of you winning is this only probability is a knockout, or your opponent quits for some reason, which, if he's ahead, I don't know why he would quit, but it's either knockout or your opponent quits. And sometimes your corner, your trainer, may be looking at this match, because he's looking, and he says, my guy is just taking too much punishment. This other opponent is too ahead of the game. There's no possible way that he's going to win. And if I continue the match, if I continue to let him fight, because he may be a warrior. You may be a warrior, and you may not want to give up, even though you're getting your ass whooped. But he may see in your best interest that, hey, if this guy keeps taking punishment, this is not going to end well for him. He can have long-term effects from this. So I'm using that as an analogy to us here, black people in Southern California. I think the white towel is thrown. And I think that we're too far behind in the game, unless something drastic happens. Unless Trump comes in and just says, everybody go, deports everybody. I believe we're too far behind in the game. And the white towel should be thrown. Now, we're going to see some black people, some people that have this melanated complexion like us in certain positions of power. But when you really look at the background of those few selected tokens, you would start to see that they have foreign last names, right? You will see, look at just look at your governmental officials of melanated complexion that are in high positions of power. You will see a lot of them have foreign last names, whether it's from the continent of Africa or for some Caribbean country. And our relationship with them, if you are a foundational Black American, you already know what it is. It's not on, as Cameron just said, they don't F with us. So I prefer to call myself a Black American. That's what he said. And that has been the relationship. So we can't use that as a barometer to say, oh, well, look at this token Black person in a high position. We got some hope here. No, 9 times out of 10, that token Black individual has a foreign background, and they don't identify with us. They separate themselves from us. So this is what is being faced, particularly in the state of California, and particularly in Southern California. We have a large number of Hispanics, and particularly white Hispanics, that have ancestry from Mexico, and they are in positions of power, and they control a lot of things now, right? They're in positions of power, and they control a lot of things as far as in employment, in the government. They're in positions of power in the government. They control a lot of things. And what's happening, what's occurring, is that once they get, as I said in my other videos, once they get into these positions of power, whether in government, whether in economic sectors, they're only looking out for themselves. And you will see that when we try to come in, there is hostility towards us for no reason. They're just hostile. Now, as I said, this is not for all, but a large percentage. The majority overtakes the minority. So if there are a few of them that are cool, it does not account for the majority of them who are on some BS towards us. For no apparent reason, because we are all under the same system. We are all under the same system of white supremacy. We all are under that system and subject to that system. But because they may be of a lighter hue or complexion, their mindset is, we are better than you darker ones. And so now these individuals are in positions of power in the state of California, and they're flexing their power, and they're showing their hostility towards us for no reason. Which is why I've come to the conclusion, and I'm going to keep drilling this. I think the white towel should be thrown. I think it is a wrap for us. And a few token Negroes in positions of power is not a good barometer of us doing well, or we are on the up. Especially when those individuals come from foreign backgrounds and they don't mess with us. So Black folks, my foundational Black Americans, my ADOS, is it time for us for the white towel to be thrown, like in a boxing match, when they are too far ahead of the game and we are too far behind? Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know. Give me your reason why you don't think so, or if you agree, let me know that as well. With that being said, this is your brother Jay International. Like, share, and subscribe. I will holler at y'all later. Peace.